Hello, welcome to my channel. Today, you're aware of this app already. I would want to implement something in such a way that above here, there will be a search functionality where if you type the emergency number of any person who's registered into this portal, you should be able to populate this field with all the information about the person. Now, this situation, if there's a registration number, you put the number and it should get all the information into these fields. For example, we've got a few data here, Mr. Niceman and Patricia Kobo. We intend that by the time we put in this number, you should automatically get this name and everything else within that place to fill in the respective fields. Follow me and see what happens. I will show you how to put the search area here, and then the rest of it will be coding throughout. I'll close this now and take you to the site. Here is our code. For those who have not seen the rest of the coding, it's available on my channel and you can access it. So let us put just above the name section this very information. At each stage, I will build that up for you so that you are able to visualize it. Then we will just create a place that you can actually search the information, but we need a key that we can use. You would see I'm using some functionalities here. Push, and you would, once I show this, you will understand why this section is relevant. Let's implement this and see how it looks like. Perfect. So you can see that the search area is quite huge, so I need to reduce that in size and put that background white just for the sake of, and then we'll put a kind of an information such that by the time you hover over this area, it would reveal what its purpose is supposed to be. So come to this, and then you can put size here. So let's put size equals to 10, comma, and then let's put something called tooltip, and you just say input phone number to search claimed, and let's make that background white. Background color, put white. Okay, now we will see how it works now. Brilliant. So you can see that when you hover over here, it actually will give you that information. And at the moment, these are the patients. Let's imagine we put 4, 3, 2, 1 here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nothing is happening. But by the time we finish the coding, you will see everything that belongs to that name within this field in such a way that we are actually selecting one person at a time. Follow me on and see how we cut this through. I will not talk a lot, but I will show you what will happen. We will want, by the time somebody types a value, which is the numbers here within the search area, it should be picked up below. So what we need to say here is that it should enable events true. I will stop at this point, but we need to carry this search key, Command C or Control C, depending on what you're using. Then you come to the events. If all right, let's use it here. If event is equals to Command V, okay, that is search. We want it to do something, and what do we want it to see? Retrieve. Info. Okay, and we can then copy this, and so that we can have a clean code somewhere. Command C or Control C, and you come over here and you put def, paste there, and what you want to do at this point is to make a condition saying, like, let's place the condition here so that we can have an idea what will happen. If the value, which is known as values, inside search, remember you have to do it as exactly as you inputted it, is empty, which is that sign, then an error should come up. SG, that's a pop-up error. And what message do you want to display? You need to input a valid number to search. And then else. Here we're going to put how the connection with the database, but we can display a message at this point just for demonstration. Pop-up. You are getting connected. Well, this is just for demonstration, but we will put the real code here. Okay, Let's see how it plays. Okay. You are getting connected just because there's a number there. But by the time I clean that number, see that, okay, you need to put in a valid number to search. Okay, so at this we notice that this is working, and that's how it is for now. But I will take you through the next video to see how we can put the valid number here, and all of these fields would get populated with information. Okay. How to retrieve information. We will now do away with this part and bring in our database connector. And remember, the code again was con equals to SQLite. Now this is standard operations, and which do not need to be memorized. And what was the name of our database? It is this, so you actually copy that fully. I'll actually make it quicker for us. Let me just copy that. Command C. Come down here. We put it across here. Command V. We can remove this now. And then come over here. Normally, when you get something there, you copy. You can actually close it as well. And put it down here. Now, note that red color tells some error there, so you correct that by that action. So you've brought that in, and then we'll put some code here that will give us information. So here you want to execute some kind of information that will catch all the information you need. So we will say just follow this. Select. It's a command, like I mentioned. You can see it giving you clues as well. All you're saying is that all data, that star, and then from the name of the database again is register. Okay, from register. And at the spot, which will be where now we want to use the phone number, and the value in our database is called phone underscore contact. So you'll say where that value, give a space, equals to and then you concatenate that value here with values that you put in the search function. Remember that. So and the spelling has to be correct as well. Now we want to make sure that we use that value for so many things, and so what you would rather do is to actually take this value and give it a name. So you come over here, just under cursor, we call it record ID equal, and then you put that value there. Okay, so that instead of writing that, you can actually put it here, record ID. Okay, so now that you've got that, you will then Another function is to fetch all the records, and we'll give it a value again, and you put C dot fetch all, and again that's another automatic information. And then say for record, in records you will then catch each of these information and put them in a window. So you put window, value here was name, okay, sorry, you need to, not 2 commas, 1 is enough. And then what would you do? You update it using records, and that you can put, because it's the first record, and let's try with that one at this point and see what happens. So remember, we'll open our app and let's see a number. So we're going to use phone contact. Okay, so let's use 1 2 3 4. Close that. So within that space, 1 2 3 4. Good. So it's working. It got nice man here. Okay, let's go on to 4 3 2 1. 4 3 2 1. Good. Patricia Kobo. And what is the name there? Perfect. So we'll be able to successfully implement it, and we captured the first name. So let's see, we can the same way read all of the information into the different boxes. Okay, so what I need to do here is just copy this and paste them here. About 4, I think 1 2 3 4 5. Let's see, 5 things. We've already put name there. Next is DOB. Next is gender. The next is address. The last is phone. Okay. And we have to adjust these numbers appropriately. 1 2 3 4. Good. So now let's see what it works fully. Here, go on again, and remember our number 4 3 2 1. Perfect. So you see that we've gotten the exact details that we had on the record. So you can fetch one, and you can actually do some updates and manipulate this data as appropriate. Okay, or delete it depending on what you want by fetching it. Okay, and when you delete that, it should actually clear the remnants of things, but it wouldn't. Okay, so that would be another functionality we want to implement, such that by the time you remove that or you click a button, it should actually clear all of the data that you've entered. Okay, let's for fun try the other name. You can see it changes that automatically. Brilliant. So I will take you through a short while so you can see what happened here. We started by implementing a function known as search. Okay, we took that search information and made it an event down somewhere here, and search retrieve info, and this is the code. We said that if that is empty, it should say you have to put a number to search, and the number has to be the number of the telephone because we wanted to use that as our ID, and that we have seen it happen here. So we will use that again. Perfect. You see that again?